What's up, guys? Messenger of the Cross, PulsePoint Media. I'm just driving, and we're gonna film a little bit and see how it goes. I was getting swarmed this morning. Red and white cars. I'm driving a different car, by the way, today, but red and white cars, and you'll see just the keeping pace, the crossing my path, the timed crossing, the getting in my way. Here we go. That's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do. So I just left that parking lot. I spilled my drink. And I was kind of like forced to have to rush because of this car behind me that's riding me and stuff, to make a turn. And when I made the turn, you know, he was coming right out at me. But it forced me to spill my drink that I got down here. You know, they love doing that. They love putting the pressure on you. Look at all these red and white cars. Look, guys. Look at all this gang. You see what I'm saying, guys? And look, there's even more white cars coming. But it's all about mobbing, hive-minded swarming to make you feel super uncomfortable and to make you feel, you know, the pressure. So we're just going to keep driving this morning. But, I mean, I'm getting a lot of red and white cars. And notice they're paired now, the white and the red one, that white one that just turned here, followed by a red one going across this way. All right, guys, just a lot of pairing of vehicles, red and white colors, color-coded harassment and abuse and mobbing and swarming. But look at this, guys. We got another red car. Boom, look at the timing of that. Boom. You see that? You guys know what I'm talking about. Watch all the white and red cars paired together as they go across the intersection. Red, white, white, white. And look at, I got white up on me, hardcore. It's not like they give you any space or anything, guys. Look at all these white cars, guys. All of them paired together. What do you think this is, man? Another red. So, like, guys, it gets intense. I'm telling you, this is nothing. I mean, I feel like they're getting more bold, most definitely, to, you know, do the hive mind swarming. The interruptions to my driving are a lot more frequent. The brake checks, when they're not necessary, done to me. You know what I'm saying? And many other tactics of abuse and control, using their car like a weapon. And that ain't no joke. Red. And then white. Notice this. White. White. They're all paired together, running vehicular harassment campaigns for the police state, InfoGuard, Citizens on Patrol, the local 501c3 cult called a church with the clergy response teams. I could go on and on. Believe me, guys, I could go on and on. Now, that car pulls out, red car right there. And again, once again, guys, I have a white car in front of me, red car coming up on the side of me, white car behind me, and a red car just positioned along my route with nobody in it. Parked all strange, but who knows, maybe they're there for that sign, right? All plausible deniability, but the contact, the frequency, the rate, the patterns, you know what I'm saying, guys? Look at that sun. If it still even is the sun, I don't even really know what reality I'm in. You know what I'm saying, guys? Anybody that's in the know understands what I'm saying. Things have changed, people have changed. Things are not the same anymore, and we're not in Kansas anymore, basically. So I'm just being pinned in. We're going to cut through this parking lot like this guy is doing. But of course, as soon as I said that, he's making the turn with me. I'm going to just miss this whole corner over here, guys. I do this often. And But I'm just saying, whenever you establish a pattern, he's got to get in front of me again, but whenever you establish a pattern, they will place objects, they will place color-coded cars along the route. And look at this, at this gas station, red, white, white. Okay, so we're gonna get back on 40, this road here. Let's see here, see if I can poke out. Here we go, red and white, riding on the truck, white Porsche pulling out in front of me. And it's strategic, guys. They align themselves together, flow together, and block the lanes, slow you down, block you, stop you, get in your way. But I'm talking thousands of times. I'm talking where you're always, having to jam on the brakes, red shirt on the bike, just at the light as I'm going by. And we're not saying this means anything. I'm just saying notice the patterns and realize that we are under lifetime surveillance, guys. It's not hard for them when they're watching everything in live time, to do these things. White, red, white, white, red. And again, just if I switch lanes, I'm gonna be behind another white car right there, and another white's flowing. But we got this Porsche in front of us. So we're gonna keep cruising, guys, but it's like, you see a lot of Porsches, Ferraris and stuff, but and that sport car color is red, so I basically don't count that. But they do use sport cars on me all the time, especially in my neighborhood on foot. It's always red and white, always crossing my path, but always interrupting my flow, getting in my way, blocking me, escalating it to physical contact, to bumping into you. They do all kinds of tactics that are military style tactics of abuse and control. Red and white, just along my route as I'm going by. Supernatural insight and knowledge given to us by the Holy Spirit and by God himself. And he's always confirming it to us, guys. He's always confirming it. He's always very busy to show us that we can trust him, and we can trust his loving kindness, that his mercy is new every morning. And I can testify to that. And that is why, that realization brings even more targeting. So what is the price you're willing to pay for the truth, is what I'm trying to say. Because it comes at a cost. And no coward really can understand that. Still behind this white Porsche, guys. I wish I could, change lanes, but it just happens to be that I'm always kind of getting boxed in. And then they encircle me with red and white cars. Let's jump this lane really quick. But now I'm free from red and white cars in front of me and behind me, but that won't last long. That will not last long. So we're just flowing along with traffic right now. The guy in front of me is tapping on his brakes for no reason. But this is how they position you. They tap on their brakes, they slow you down, they block you, then they got people come up behind you. You'll look in your rear view mirror and you'll see like red and white cars flowing really fast and doing reckless moves to get up near you. And it's often white all the way back behind me and on the sides of me. Boom, boom. Got another white van coming up on the side of me, but do you see how they're across all three lanes, guys? This is so, and you can't get around them, and then they got dudes coming up behind you, sweating you, swiping you, swerving at you, taunting you, gesturing to you, taking pictures of you, filming you, but trying to get a reaction. You understand the game, guys? It is asymmetrical warfare tactics and irregular forces being used. Look it up. Irregular forces on the streets of the United States, and family and friends and everybody else. They're too scared to admit what they're a part of. And of course, like cowards, they will never acknowledge and admit and take responsibility and ownership for participating in a lot of the targeting tactics of abuse and control. They wanted us to think that we were losing our minds, that we were going crazy, even in the face of clear and cut and dry property damage on a 24-hour basis. Keying your car, putting nails in your tire, getting in your locked car, and, putting notes on the seat, threatening notes, breaking things, destroying and ruining things, putting you in a car shop 24/7. For years, guys, for years. Okay? We're talking a repeat until you want to pull your hair out, basically. Now, I got a white car in the left lane behind, and I'm always aware, I'm always knowing. I don't even have to look. I always know. And when I do look, it's just, but you got these two white cars in the left lane now. White car right here, just pacing with me. And then I got this guy pointing. He's like pointing with his hand on the steering wheel. This guy coming up beside me. But look at how the traffic's flowing. I can't get around anybody. You got this guy gesturing behind me, with his hand on the steering wheel. It looked like he was pointing. But, that's basically what we got going down. So now I'm encircled by white. You see this? If you look in the rearview mirror, you can see another white car on the side of me, but we got a silver car in front of me. But I'm encased right now. So, and that's the way this rolls. And we're gonna get in the left lane here. Try to change it up a little bit here. Still got that white Porsche. Still on the road behind. White and red at the intersection. And I'm just showing you, I think they use spotter cars. I think they definitely know because they're watching everything live time. And when you get in a habit or a pattern of driving down the same road every day, which many people have to do, it makes you an easy target. And they can do escalated abuse to you. They can escalate the abuse because you're trapped by the monotony of, getting in your car every morning and having to go to work or having to drive someplace. They know where you're gonna be. They put people in your line of sight and in your path, sometimes before you even get there. That's also a form of gaslighting to let you know you're under surveillance, to get you to react in a violent, nasty way, because that's what they love. They want you to be like them, and they want to steal what you are and all your goodness. You guys know what I'm saying, I didn't ask to have gifts. It just is something that I was born with. You know what I'm saying? It's a matter of nature. And we don't brag and boast about that kind of thing like these fool narcissists in our lives that only live for appearances. When it comes to morality, though, they have everything to say, but they are never present when it matters to show integrity and have that morality. It's all about the future faking, lying talk that they do. But we're the real deal, guys. Many of us out there have been targeted. We're innocent. They've profiled us. Many attempts setting us up. Much abuse to discredit us. Force drug us. You name it, it's been done. Breaking in our homes. White and red in front of me right now in these two lanes, but I'm going to dip out to the right lane. So we're just showing the drive today, guys, like I always do. I'm just showing these videos. I won't keep posting the same thing. You get the point. I'm just trying to show that every single day when I drive, I'm surrounded on the road. And, right now it's like, you know, they're laying off somewhat, but, you know, you recognize the patterns and the mobbing and how they slowly start to escalate the abuse and the contact that is not wanted. And I'm just doing it for the record, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want this contact. I don't want this breaking of my boundaries, you know, but it's all about taking your space, because it's about dog training you that you don't deserve to exist. And it's about that elimination. But look how I'm stopping perfectly. Red truck in front of me, guys. Red truck in front of me, white truck, white, and white. And it is just a ridiculous joke, guys. A ridiculous joke. And you know, the gesturing, by the way, right behind me, you know, so we're just in this dance for our survival, 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, merry-go-round dance of frustration to get explosions emotionally and mentally so they can justify their hidden abuse that they're doing. Again, I have to stop dead in my tracks, let these red and white cars go by me, but look at how slow I'm being made to go, and I can't get over. And then I got a line of white and red cars. Here comes the Porsche. He's still keeping pace with me and getting back up to me. You see how I'm slowed down, though, so that this guy can come back and so that I can see him again? Do you understand what I'm saying? And you see how they're flowing? Just, it's all about pigeonholing you so that they can put the pressure on you. You know, once you have no escape, and once you're cornered in, it's supposed to escalate your emotional state so that you become hypervigilant and start making choices that are stupid. And I just don't do that. And plus, I need my energy for myself. I'm not giving you anything. You know, and that's what you have to do, guys. You have to starve these narcissists of all the attention that they want. Again, just rows of white and red behind me. Always around me, always in a circle, always engaging me. And it's only those colors they use with me. And then they escalate, you know, it's the pressure in the driving tactics that they use to abuse you. Run you off the road, put you on the shoulder, not allow you to get off, not allow you to turn. They encircle you on the road, guys. And then they start to, you know, even have and get authorization to run their cars directly into you, which has happened to me in the city of Denver that I was in. It happened to me 9 times in 1 year. Just red and white cars running right into me. I had a lady one time, guys, believe it or not, and you targets out there will understand what I'm saying, but I had a red car come up on the side of me one time, and the lady just smirked really big. She smirked really big and then proceeded to ram the side of her car into me deliberately. So, like, it's just ridiculous. Then at the scene of the accident, I'm like, why did you just do that? You know, like, why did you just look at me and smile and then run your car into me like that? And, you know, they have nothing to say. They're so disconnected. They're robots. They're NPCs. They don't know why they do what they do. And that's the first step in getting free, is to understand the truth of why you do what you do. And the good that you want to do, you do not do. But that which you hate, you do. And you just can't be honest about your hypocrisy. I'm out, guys. Peace out.